Should Gregory Moss, better known by his stage name Bow Wow, formerly Lil Bow Wow, is an American rapper and actor from Columbus, Ohio. His career began upon being discovered by rapper Snoop Dogg in the late 1990s, where he was then brought to record producer Jermaine Dupri and signed to his label So Def Recordings, an imprint of Columbia Records. As Lil Bow Wow, he released his debut studio album, Beware of Dog 2000, at age 13. Followed by his second album, Doggy Bag 2001. A year later, the albums were met with critical and commercial success, peaking at numbers 10 and 11 respectively on the Billboard 200. Bow Wow has an estimated net worth of $3 million. Early life and personal life. Bow Wow's real name is Shad Gregory Moss, and he was born on March 9th of 1987 in Columbus, Ohio. Bow Wow is the son of Teresa Rena Caldwell and Alfonso Preston Moss. At age 3, he became interested in rap. By age 6, he was writing his own raps under the name Kid Gangsta. Early influences during Moss's upbringing included groups like NWA. It was during this time that Bow Wow was given the chance to perform on stage in Los Angeles. Snoop Dogg was in the crowd watching that day, and he was impressed by the young rapper's abilities. The two met after the concert, and Snoop Dogg dubbed Moss Lil Bow Wow. The name stuck. His family supported him through his choice of music as a career. Bow Wow lives in Atlanta, Georgia, along with his mother. Bow Wow has a daughter, Shy Moss, born on April 27, 2011 with Schwa Chavis. Bow Wow was formerly engaged to Erica Mena. Politics, challenge, and controversy. In October 2008, for the U.S. presidential election, Bow Wow led a 15-city Walk Across America event to register new voters. In 2014, during a charity flag football game organized by Chris Brown, Bow Wow participated in a celebrity tribute to Ferguson, Missouri, police shooting victim Michael Brown. In 2016, Bow Wow was involved in a controversy on Twitter when he told his followers that he had decided not to vote in the presidential election that year. In response to a suggestion that refusing to vote dishonors the struggle for civil rights in the United States, Moss said that he did not identify with the fight for civil rights because his heritage was mixed and not exclusively black. On March 15, 2017, Bow Wow, responding to President Donald Trump's criticism of Snoop Dogg's music video for Lavender, Nightfall Remix, sent a tweet to Trump in which he threatened to pimp your wife and make her work for us. In less than 24 hours, Bow Wow deleted the offending tweet. In 2017, a new photo challenge went viral over social media, called Bow Wow Challenge. It all started from the Bow Wow post supposedly portraying his private jet travel lifestyle, only to turn out as fake, since the photo used was actually taken from the MIA VIP transportation website and was a stock photograph. The challenge gained major popularity from people sharing their misleading photos tagged as Bow Wow Challenge. Bow Wow received criticism for performing maskless at CLE Houston nightclub in Houston, Texas, on January 15, 2021, during the COVID-19 pandemic in front of an apparently maskless crowd. Bow Wow responded to the criticism by stating that he appeared for his friend's birthday and only performed one song, Like You, and that he was not paid for his performance. He also stated that he put on his mask after his performance. Career. At this point in time, Snoop Dogg still hadn't released a debut album, and he invited Lil Bow Wow to feature on one of the tracks. The album, Doggy Style, was released late in 1993. Lil Bow Wow featured on the track Jeezy and Hustlers, which was his first experience with professional music. He then appeared on the Arsenio Hall show later that year and became better known as a result. 5 years would pass before he met Jermaine Dupri, a producer who took a personal interest in shaping the 11-year-old into a finished product. After creating a track that was featured in the soundtrack for Wild Wild West in 1999, Lil Bow Wow was ready to release his debut album as a 13-year-old in the year 2000. The album was called Beware of the Dog, and it featured hits such as Bounce With Me and Bow Wow. Snoop Dogg featured on the latter track, which topped the rap charts, continuing the relationship between the two rappers. The album performed exceptionally well considering it was Lil Bow Wow's debut. selling over 2 million copies in just a year's time. The album eventually sold more than 3 million copies, doing more than enough to earn its platinum status. Lil Bow Wow made two significant moves in 2002. He changed his name to Bow Wow and released his second album, Doggy Bag. When asked why he had changed his name, Bow Wow explained that there were too many rappers with the Lil prefix, and he also felt like he was growing older. Doggy Bag performed well, peaking at number 11 on the Billboard Top 200 and earning the platinum certification once again. The album featured tracks such as Take You Home. Another notable track by Bow Wow in 2002 was Basketball, which appeared on the Like Mike soundtrack. In 2003, Bow Wow released Unleashed, and this album featured collaborations from artists such as Birdman, Mario, and Amory. The album received mixed reviews, although it peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Top 200 and sold 129,000 units within its first week. Bow Wow's next album was Wanted in 2005, and this album featured a number of collaborating artists, including Amarian. Wanted performed similarly to Unleashed, debuting at number 3 on the Billboard Top 200 and selling 120,000 units in the first week. The Price of Fame soon followed in 2006, and it featured Chris Brown and T-Pain. This album debuted at number 6 on the Billboard Top 200 and sold an impressive 262,000 copies within its first week. After working with Amarian to create a collaborative album in 2007, Bow Wow released New Jack City 2 in 2009. This was the first of Bow Wow's albums to include a parental advisory warning, as it explored themes such as drug use. That year, he also signed to Cash Money Records. This proved to be the beginning of the end for Bow Wow, at least as far as his musical career was concerned. Although he featured on tracks by various other artists and released mixtapes over the next few years, he would continuously announce and then delay his next album, which never came. Eventually, Bow Wow would change his rap moniker back to his real name, Shad Moss. He would also leave Cash Money Records without ever releasing an album with them. Acting/hosting career. Part of Bow Wow's reasoning for stepping away from music was because his career in the acting/hosting world was becoming more of a focus. That being said, Bow Wow had been acting since the beginning of his music career, starting with a debut role in 2002's Like Mike. One of his most notable roles was in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift. He has also starred in a variety of television shows, such as Smallville and Entourage. He reprised the role of Twinkie in 2021's Furious 9. Bow Wow has also enjoyed a substantial career as a TV personality and host. In 2013, Bow Wow became the host for BET's 106 & Park. It was canceled in 2014. In 2016, Bow Wow started hosting R&B Friday Nights, an Australian show. Thanks for watching and kindly don't forget to subscribe. You may also like and share this video to family and friends.